What is going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. My name is Caleb, and today we are going to predict the 2026 World Cup. As you can see, the country I am representing, USA, born in Texas, born in the United States, obviously. Never been to Mexico. I am Mexican-American, but I just never been to Mexico, so I never really grew an attachment to Mexico. I don't even speak Spanish. Yeah, I know. They call me a no sabo kid. I think I said that right. I don't even know if I said that right, but USA is what I represent and country I'm proud to represent. And today we're going to predict the World Cup 2026, like I said earlier. If you go to play.fifa.com, you will have the FIFA challenge or group, FIFA bracket challenge. And from here, you could pick all the group stages, how they're going to play out, I guess. Like who's going to win the groups. You're going to pick 8 teams after that who are going to make it to the round of 32 to complete the round of 32, I believe. And then so on and so forth until you get the champions. I have a prediction already made. I have bets already made that Spain's going to win the whole thing. But we're going to see how they're going to win the whole thing. How I think they're going to win the whole thing. But with that being said, let's start with Group A. We're going to go all the way to Group L. And not to be, disclaimer, I don't know how to pronounce all the countries' names properly, so sorry about that. I don't know about, I'm a huge fan of watching soccer, mainly the bigger teams, but not like world soccer, I guess, besides USA and Mexico, Canada, unless whenever USA plays, I'll watch it. Now, again, the channel is Sports Casuals, so these are going to be casual takes. So with that being said, let's start. And we have Group A with Mexico, Korea, Czech, and South Africa. Mexico has a lot of talent with Santiago Jimenez and Raul Jimenez. They also have Gilberto Mora, who's a youngster coming in, Bid Vargas. But their defense has always been solid, all the way from the Rafa Marquez days, who I could not stand, who played for Barcelona at one point. And did really good there too. He was a starter. That being said, I still believe Mexico is going to top this group. I think it's an easy group for Mexico. If they don't top this group, then they have some questions. Fire the coach, fire the whole Republic team, or the whole, fire everybody and build from scratch, because y'all should top this group. This is an easy group for y'all. Now, that being second place is a battle. That's what this is. It's going to be a battle for second place. First game is Mexico versus South Africa. Mexico should win. And then you have Korean Republic versus Czech. That's going to be a tough game. Let me get some water. My voice sounds parched. That's going to be a tough game for both of the teams. You're going to want Son to come alive and take over, which I do think he does, and I think that alone is going to help the Korean Republic, and then I believe they're going to tie with South Africa. Mexico is going to probably beat Czech Republic and then tie with Korea. And so I think, I don't think South Africa wins a game. I think Korean Republic wins one game also, and I think the Korean Republic move on, and then Czech Republic, and then South Africa. That's how I think it's going to go. We will see. Next, you have Group B, Switzerland, Canada, Qatar, and I believe Bosnia. I believe that's right. Anywho, this is a tough group for Canada. This is actually, I wouldn't say like a bad group for all. You don't know who's going to come out of this group. Switzerland should obviously top it. They have the better players. They have the best experience. A lot of those players do still play in Europe. With Shaka leading the team with the veteranship. That being said, I don't think Qatar makes it because I think they had home field advantage last time they played. That's why they did it-ish decently. Canada, I think they'll get third. Give me Bosnia, Canada, and then Qatar. Next, you have Group C. This is Brazil's group. Obviously, Brazil, Morocco, Scotland, and Haiti, I believe. Is that Haiti? Right? Yeah, Haiti. World Cup rankings, 6th, 7th, 42, and 83. Shockingly, And that's the group that I'm really going with. Brazil, Morocco, Scotland, and then Haiti. You are lucky to be invited. You're lucky that the group got expanded. They did good in the CONCACAF tournaments, but their run ends here. This is where the big boys play. And obviously Brazil is going to be Brazil. Morocco is going to be Morocco. But Brazil is obviously going to destroy this group. I'm going to say take it easy. Then Morocco takes the lead. Group D, this is a tough group for the USA. I think they got hosed out of all the freaking the host countries. They got one of the tougher groups, if not the toughest group. USA, Turkey, Australia, and Paraguay. Tough. The midfielder has to come alive. Tyler Adams and McKinney have to boss the midfield, which I think they do, especially McKinney and Adams. They're going to need help on the defense. You have Freeman, McKenzie, Richards, Ream, Dess, Robinson. Obviously, Robinson and Dess are going to be coming forward a lot. The striking needs to be alive. Balogun, Pulisic, Timmy Weah, Ricardo Pepe. All of them need to show up and show out. Otherwise, they're going to get lacking behind, and I don't think they're going to win the group. I honestly going to say it. I don't think USA wins this group. That being said, if they don't even make it out of this group, it'll be a shock to the nation. But, hear me out. Here we go. This is why I like this. To top the group, give me Turkey. Then, give me United States, Paraguay, and then Australia. That's what I think is going to happen. I think USA beats Turkey, ties with Paraguay, beats us, or loses to Paraguay, and then probably draws, vice versa. That's pretty much how it's going to get played out. I just have the knowledge. Then you have Germany, Ecuador, Cote d'Ivoire, and can never pronounce this name correctly, Krakoa. I think I pronounced that right. You can see their rankings, 10th to 23rd, 33, and 82. And honestly, that's pretty much how it's going to go. Germany's going to top it, then Ecuador, then Cote d'Ivoire, and I don't think Krakoa wins a single game. Germany has a lot of youngsters. They're not quite there yet. I believe they will be pretty soon. Give them the next World Cup, and they're going to probably be a dominant force. But they're very, very close. Very, very close. Just a few more years. Now you have the Netherlands, Japan, Sweden, and Tunisia, right? I believe. Tunisia. Sorry. Tunisia. This one is going to be a great group. I love this group. Netherlands, Japan, Sweden, and Tunisia. Obviously, Tunisia is probably not going to make it out of this group. Sweden, Japan are really great. Netherlands, obviously, the Dutch. But I believe their golden era is long past them. Give me Sweden to top this group. Then Netherlands, Japan, and then Tunisia. Speaking of golden ages, you have Belgium, Iran, Egypt, and New Zealand. Belgium's golden age, Romelu Lukaku and all of them are past their prime. They still have some decent young players. Let me see who they have here. I have tabs. Belgium squad. They have, I don't even know if they brought Lukaku. Thomas Müller. Axel Witsel, Kevin De Bruyne, Telemans, pretty solid midfielder. Lukaku did come. Jeremy Doku needs to show up and show out. Fernandes Pardo is probably going to be their top goal scorer. Charles de Ketelaere is a youngster who's been doing really decent. Where am I at? That being said, Belgium is obviously going to top the group. Then you have Egypt in the top. Then it's a toss-up between Iran and New Zealand. Give me New Zealand. Shocker, right? I think New Zealand's like one of the worst teams in the country. 85th, yeah. And Iran's 20th. That's what I'm going to say. And I'm sticking with it. Now we have a tough group for the other two teams. for Saudi Arabia and Copa Verde for those two teams, because it's between España and Uruguay, 1 and 2. Who's going to take it? Lamine Yamal or Uruguay? Give me Spain, Uruguay, in this order exactly, and that's how it's going to play out. Saudi Arabia may be sneaky and come in there and win, or maybe even draw a game, but this is going to be the group. This is probably the easiest group of the bunch. Then you have France, Senegal, Norway, and Iraq. Another tough group. Didn't even speak on the Iran war or anything like that. It's gonna be tough for Iran. Props to them for showing up and bringing a team, and props for Mexico, USA, and Canada for allowing them to come. For what's going on over there? I'm not saying whose fault it is or who's the good guy or bad guy, but congratulations for coming over here. Y'all have a great team, but wow, it's gonna be tense. It's gonna be definitely tense, especially if they move. If somehow they get out of that group, it'll be tense. Anywho, France, Senegal, Norway, and Iraq. Obviously, France, Mbappe, and everybody that plays for PSG and Serie A, I believe. I think that's what the French league is called. Right? Am I tripping? I don't remember. I might be tripping. But obviously, France is going to take this. It's going to be a toss-up between Norway and Senegal. Norway have one player, and specifically, if y'all don't know who is on that team, let me show y'all. I believe he is... This is in ABC order. Who else? So close. Here it is. There's a promising player. I wouldn't say promising. He's already well established. That plays for Norway. His name is Erling Haaland, and then you also have Sorloth there, and then Antonio Nusa there. Some great players there. Oscar Bob. Didn't even know they brought him. I thought he was Brazilian. Andreas Slederdup. I hope he does good because I have a PSA 10 card of him rated. Asgard. I expect Norway to do good. Martin Odegaard. Yeah, Norway is going to be doing really good. I don't think they made it to the last World Cup. I don't think they qualified. It sucks that they have to play in the European qualifications because there's so many teams that come out of there. But Norway finally make it, and they're going to take it. And then you give me Senegal with Sadio Mane and Iraq. Last three groups. The defending champions, Argentina. We're going against Australia, Algeria, and Jordan. Jordan, thank you for showing up, but yeah, you're not leaving this team. It's between Austria and Algeria. Give me Algeria. And then Austria, and then obviously Jordan. And then if I go to the rankings, I believe, by 4. So, and then you have Portugal, Colombia, I think this is Côte d'Ivory, and Uzbekistan. Oh, Congo, Dominican Republic. Yeah, thanks again for showing up. Both of y'all team, but this is between two groups, Colombia and Portugal, and then Uzbekistan probably, and then Congo, Dominican Republic. It's also Cristiano Ronaldo's most likely his last World Cup, just like Messi's last World Cup, just like Neymar's last World Cup, just like Modric's last World Cup. Speaking of Modric, he's here. Harry Kane's last World Cup, most likely. You have England, Croatia, Panama, and Ghana's the group of death. This is the tough group of death. You have England, Croatia, Panama, and Ghana. Who's going to make it to... It's a battle between first, second, and third. Fourth place, man, you're going to have just the worst luck. And I think it's going to be Panama or Ghana. Actually, I have it. I have the prediction. Just thinking of it, all the players coming to me. Give me Croatia winning the group. England, Ghana, and then Panama exiting the group. It says now pick. After you pick all the groups, you have this prompt coming up. It says pick the best third place team. Select 8 of the 12 place teams who will go through to the knockout stage. So this year, if you get third place, you're not technically out. That's why it's crucial to get first, second, or third. And then if you do get third, play your best no matter what. Even if you're eliminated and you can't make first or second, play your best. So very, very crucial. So here we go. So all my third place teams: Senegal. It has their World Cup rankings, or FIFA World rankings, I guess. New Zealand being last, yada yada yada. All these teams. You have Senegal, Japan, Austria, Canada, Cote d'Ivoire, Czech Republic or Czechia, Paraguay, Scotland, Uzbekistan, Ghana, and New Zealand. Now, you also have to remember that it's not just who you think's the best of the best, you know. You have to remember how they played in that group. So let's actually open up another tab and remember who we have, but let's go FIFA group stage 2026. And we're gonna look at the if we click on brackets, maybe brackets tells you the whole. Of course it doesn't. Go here. Okay. Does it tell you? Okay, this doesn't tell you either. Editing coming. Can I just get the group stages, please? Like, come on. That's all I want, is group stage. Don't care. Alright. So, with the group stages, let's go back this way. Of course. Again, do some editing. Did I pass it up? Here we go. Alright. With the group stages, again, you have Senegal, Japan, Austria, Canada, Cote d'Ivoire, Czech Republic, Paraguay, Scotland, Uzbekistan, Saudi Arabia, Ghana, and New Zealand. That's who I picked to be in third place. And it's very crucial. And it keeps going to the top, and it's pissing me off. Alright. So Group A, I had Mexico and I believe Czech Republic. You know what? Let's not even do it that way. We're going to wing it. Actually, I had Czech Republic freaking being second. So Czech Republic's going to be one in there. Senegal, I believe, is going to be in there. Japan is going to be in there. I don't think Canada will be in there. Austria, Paraguay for sure. Scotland for sure. And then, last but not least, Cote d'Ivoire, I believe. Oh, I have one more team. And then Ghana. Oh, no, Ghana's in a tough team. Saudi Arabia. Again, it all matters how you play in your group. Just because you don't make it to the first or second, you get third place, score the more goals, score the more points, as many points as you can, play better. The goal differential is definitely going to matter. So, that's how we go. And then now, after you pick your 8 teams, this is your round of 32. And the round of 32 is going to be brutal. Because Germany and Scotland favored weather. It's in Boston. Obviously, you're going to give me Germany. Then you have New York, New Jersey, also favorable weather. Bad thing is, too, New York is going to freaking go nuts. New York is going nuts right now with, obviously, the Knicks playing out of their mind. But by this time, NBA playoffs are already going to be over. Most likely, the Knicks are going to win the finals. That being said, France, Japan, it's going to be a great game, but give me France. Then you have Korean Republic, Bosnia, This is a tough game for the Korean Republic. I don't honestly think they're going to make it out of here. I really don't. Because they're playing in Los Angeles. It is hot. The only person that's really used to it is Son. But Bosnia, they're going to have some type of strong defensive-minded team. And I think they're going to score a last-minute goal. And then after this, they're going to Houston. So, which I believe is going to be inside. Then you have Sweden and Morocco. Give me Sweden. Colombia, England, and Toronto. Favorable for England, but you're also playing Colombia, which is very tough. I'm going to have to go with England here. España versus Algeria. Give me Spain, which I believe is a matchup to England and Spain. Ugh, tough. Turkey and Cote d'Ivoire. Turkey should win, but don't sleep. And then you have Belgium, Czech Republic. The Belgium should win. Brazil and Netherlands is a tough matchup for the round of 32 in Houston in NRG. Brazil has to come out of there alive. They have to. Ecuador and Norway. Don't sleep on Ecuador. Ecuador is really, really good, really fast, very, very strong. But give me Norway. Mexico and Saudi Arabia. Mexico finally get to the Sweet 16. Croatia, Senegal. Croatia, a tough matchup in Miami with Argentina and Uruguay. Very, very tough. The first FIFA World Cup champions versus the defending champions. This is going to be a tough matchup. Give me Argentina. USA and Egypt. Another tough matchup for USA, but give me USA. Then you have Switzerland, Austria. Give me Austria. Portugal, Paraguay, and for the last game at Kansas City Stadium, give me Portugal. Look, Portugal's going to have to freaking fly, too. That's a far flight. Kansas City to Canada in 4 days. It's going to be tough. This is going to be one of the hardest World Cups ever. And a lot of people don't realize that. A lot of people don't realize how fast you have to fly. Look, June 29th to July 4th, Independence Day. Germany, France. Germany, France. That's what, freaking 6 days? 7 days? You have to adjust from Boston, Philadelphia, not terrible. But a whole new, different environment. Crazier fans. Sorry for the screen moving up. But this is going to be a great game. Germany, France. Round of 16. This is where I said that Germany is not quite there. France is going to take over. France is just too good. They're going to take over. Then you have Sweden and Bosnia. Obviously, Sweden's going to win. Easy matchup for Sweden. England, Spain. Tough game in Dallas Cowboys Stadium, in the AT&T Stadium. It's going to be massive. It's going to be loud there. Give me España. Going to Los Angeles in 4 days. Ugh. Turkey, Belgium. This should be I wouldn't say easy win, but a convincing win for Belgium. Give me Belgium. Then you have Brazil, Norway. This is where Holland comes to an end. He's playing the Brazilians. I do think that Holland's probably going to be the Golden Boot winner. That is my prediction. Brazil, I believe he scores a goal, but I think Brazil is just too much. Mexico, Croatia, a very, very tough game. Tough game in Mexico Stadium, in Azteca Stadium. This is going to be tough, but Mexico has been cursed. But I think the curse ends today. I think it ends, not today, but ends in this tournament. I think they move on. Mexico fans are going to be livid. They're going to be loving it. I think they move on, and then they go to Miami in 6 days. Then you have Argentina, USA. Can USA upset the defending champions in Mercedes-Benz Stadium? I don't know. It is 4 days away, though. 4 days. Only certain people are used to this type of flying and energy. And this is where the USA comes an advantage. Playing in the United States or playing for the USA, growing up in the United States comes to an advantage. And honestly, I think the USA pulled it off. That's what I'm going to say. I think the USA pulls it off. And then they go into one of their crazier stadiums that they love playing in, Kansas City Stadium. And this is where you have Austria versus Portugal. And Portugal moves on. So after playing one GOAT, you go to the next GOAT with USA and Portugal. But we're not going to go right there. I got something for y'all. We have in the quarterfinals, France, Sweden. France, Sweden. Sweden, you had a great run. Sorry, France is about to show you who's really the kings. Spain, Belgium. Probably the game of the tournament before the finals. Probably the game of the tournament. Spain, Belgium. You had to see this coming. It's going to be a tough road for España. But give me Spain. Give me Spain. Lamine Yamal is just going to be special. Brazil, Mexico. Can Mexico's run continue, or will they get stopped by the Brazilians? Yes, they will be. This is the farthest they're going to reach, the quarterfinals. Brazil takes over, and they're going to Atlanta. And then you have USA, Portugal. Cristiano Ronaldo's game-defining moment on why he should be... He's not out of the conversation of GOAT. Messi right now is leading the conversation of greatest of all times, but this is the game where Portugal and USA play. And honestly, USA has beaten, or not beaten, they've tied with Portugal. They almost had them very, very close. I think it was, what, a World Cup or two ago? USA could have beaten them, but they didn't. Because they weren't there. They were still in that transitioning from old to new players. Now it's all completely young, all young. This is the biggest game of the United States. Is all these young players' careers, even Pulisic's career. We're in the quarterfinals, the furthest we've ever gone in a while. But again, this ends the road for us too. So now you have 4 teams, semifinals: France, España, Brazil, Portugal. You know what I might do? Let's scratch that. Argentina wins. Just for the culture, Argentina, Portugal. USA doesn't get past Argentina. And then Portugal still win it. Brazil, Portugal. France, España. France, España. Brazil, Portugal. In Dallas Stadium. I think both the games are in Dallas Stadium. Oh no, this one's in Atlanta. Atlanta Stadium. There's just 4 more days. And then 3 more days, right? Yeah, 4 more days also. July 14th in Dallas Cowboys Stadium. The club is going to be rocking. Everybody's going to be going crazy. Give me Spain. Portugal, Brazil. One of the biggest games in Mercedes-Benz Stadium ever. Biggest soccer game in Mercedes-Benz Stadium ever. Give me Portugal. Cristiano Ronaldo shows why he still got it, why he has a few more years left. And then you have España, Portugal, the finals, New York, Jersey, or New York Stadium where the Giants play, MetLife Stadium. Give me, in the biggest stadium ever, like I said, Spain. And that's how Spain's going to do it. They're going to win. You can save it. You can add it to the, what do you call it? The little FIFA. You create a FIFA account, whatever, and add it and see how far you can go, how accurate you are. And you rack up points. I don't think you actually win anything. But it's always fun to go against people, test how well you know soccer and FIFA. I'm not saying there's no corruptions or anything like that either, but I have Spain winning the whole tournament. Cristiano Ronaldo just comes this close of touching glory for the first time in his final World Cup. but falls just short to the newcomer, the new soon-to-be greatest, soon-to-be in one of the GOAT conversations, Lamine Yamal. Remember the name, Lamine Yamal's or merchandise goes crazy. His sports cards go crazy. It's going to be one of the greatest, if not the greatest World Cup ever. 48 teams, United States, Canada, Mexico. After the group stage, it's just United States and Mexico. And then after, I think, the round of 32 or round of 16 or so, it's just United States. But congratulations to Spain, calling it now. I'm going to post this before the World Cup starts. Here we go. See y'all later. Let me know what y'all think. Like and subscribe. I do have another video of Topps Chrome, I believe, coming out. It's going to come out Tuesday or Monday or Tuesday. That's the final part, and then we go on to the next one. The next, I have like 3 or 4 more videos after this. But then before that, though, I'm going to make a UFC video for UFC, the White House card. It's a banger of a card. It could be a little better. But with that being said, thank y'all for watching. I'm excited for the World Cup. Like and subscribe, and see y'all later.